Then the girl in the corner with the scarlet letter. While you're watching, you may think that she doesn't matter, but no one knows you better.
Hi guys, I'm Juvelaria and I'm here to answer all the activities in chapter 10, and I discussed the chapter 10, which is application layer. Chapter 10, application layer. So what is an application layer? Is an abstraction layer that specifies the shared communications, protocols, and interface method used by hosts in a communications network. The application layer abstraction is used in both of the standards models of computer networking, the Internet Protocol Suite (TCP or IP) and the OSI model. Although both models use the same term for their respective highest level layer, the detailed definition and purposes are different. In TCP/IP, the application layer contains communication protocols and interface method used in process-to-process communication across an Internet Protocol (IP) computer network. The application layer only standardizes communication and depends upon underlying transport layer. So in this chapter, we will explore the role of application layer and how the application service and protocols within the application layer make robust communication across data. So let's start to answer the activity in chapter 10, which is the the activity, application, and presentation protocol and standard. Instructions: drag the appropriate protocol names and standards to the correct OSI and TCP/IP network location. Each protocol and standard will be used once on the OSI model and once on the TCP/IP model. So all the terms here we drag in OSI model and TCP/IP model. So in OSI model, the application and the presentation, while the TCP/IP model is the application. So first, the HTTP here in application, the DNHS, the TFTP, the IMAP, the POP, and the DHCP, while in presentation is JPEG, MPEG, and GIF. And in TCP/IP model, our application first is HTTP, second is the DNHS, the TFTP, the IMAP, the POP, the JPEG, the, the MPEG, the GIF, and the DHCP. Oh, I'm done. So in this application, we are HTTP, DNHS, TFTP, IMAP, POP, and DHCP. So I'll give you some definition of those terms. So what is OSI model. So the Open System Interconnection Model, or OSI, is a conceptual model that characterize and standardize the communication functions of a telecommunication or computing system. Mm, The TCP/IP model is condensed version of the OSI reference model, consisting of the following four layers: the application layer, the transport layer, the internet layer, and the network access layer. So the Internet Protocol Suite, or the TCP, is a foundational protocols in the transmission control protocol. So the Internet Protocol Suite provides end-to-end data communication and specify how data should be practicalized, addressed, transmitted, routed, and received. So the TCP/IP model is developed in the United States Department of Defense through DARPA. So in application, we have HTTP. So in HTTP, the Hypertext Transfer Protocol is used to connect to web server on the internet or on a local network internet. It the server and send HTML page back to the user browser. So next, the DNS is the domain name system, which is the system for converting alphabetic names into numeric IP address. For example, when a web address URL is typed into browser, DNS server returns the IP address of web server associated with that name. So the TFTP, or the Trivial File Transfer Protocol, is the simple lockstep file transfer protocol, which allows the client to get a file from or put a file onto remote host. So one of those is booting from a local area network. So the next is IMAP, or the Internet Message Access Protocol, which is the protocol and internet standards protocol used by email clients to retrieve email message from a mail server over TCP/IP connection. So POP is an application layer protocol in the OSI model that provides end user the ability to fetch and retrieve and receive email. So next, the DHCP, the Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, the protocol that enables a server to automatically assign an IP address to a computer from a defined range of numbers. So next, in the presentation, the presentation is the JPEG, MPEG, and the GIF. So what is JPEG? Is a file extension from a lossy graphic file. So the JPEG file extension stands for Joint Photographic Expert Group, who created the standards that EXIF and GFIF standards define commonly used format for interchange of the JPEG compressed image. So in JPEG, they are compressed image. So the MPEG is the short for Moving Picture Expert Group. The MPEG compressed data to form small bits that can be easily transmitted, then decompressed. So the next is the GIF, or the graphic interchange format. So it commonly refers to a short animated picture without sound. GIF are typically used to portray an emotion or action. So in TCP model, there are HTTP, DNHS, TFTP, IMAP, POPA, JPEG, MPEG, GIF, DHCP. So all of those terms are used in TCP/IP model to easily access their IP address. So in OSI model, we have application, the HTTP, DNHS, TFTP, IMAP, POP, DHCP. So in presentation, are JPEG, MPEG, and GIF. So all of those are used to easily access the presentation. So let's check if those answers are correct. All the terms in application, presentation, and TCP/IP model application. So you are successfully choose the correct location for the protocols and standards. So all of those answers are correct. So that's all, guys. I hope you learned what I've been discussed in chapter 10.